always better to engage.
Yeah.
I want to be there, like, especially when I'm there when people show them how the music is and you have better. All right. Okay. So today, all right. Are we all? Let's all move forward. Usher, Brother Gilbert, anyone who comes in, just let everyone come to the front seat, please. So though we haven't started the four parts harmony kind of thing, like treble, alto, tenor, bass, at some point, trust me, we're gonna get started. Singing those. But for now, all right. For now, what I want to do is for the church, what I want to do is for us to understand the basics, the fundamentals. Oh, not this slide. Just put in the new one today. Yeah, maybe later we can rehearse this if we've got time. If not, let's that one. Um, like we all said, singing is part of our mandate as Christians. The early church, what they do, they sing in psalms, hymns, spiritual songs, and they teach one another, they edify one another. They are being filled with the Holy Spirit through singing. Learn. So this is something that we learned like in some sort of music class or like some Christians say we don't want to go into too much technicalities behind it. I'm not an expert, music expert, but the goal is to go through the basics, which how the early Christians, even in the 1800s, study the history of our hymnal, because they noticed that a lot of congregations don't really sing well that much. So they introduce those shape notes, which is something I'll introduce today. The basics, and then we also exercise our voice. Through that, you know where you stand. You can go higher pitch, lower pitch. If you belong to bass, tenor, alto. So you practice, you exercise your voice. So the goal, like I said, is for us to sing melodiously. Not just come here and sing. I mean, we have to sing melodiously in harmony. And not that some people will be singing faster, and others will be singing slower, and there's some sort of disorder. Worship should be done orderly. Okay? Um, so, okay, that doesn't look. Need something adjust on this one. Anyway, that's just what is shape note. Um, so the reason why the shape notes we have that input. So everyone, I'm sure you all got the inputs. Please grab one. You have them there. There are some things you need to familiarize yourself with. But I Ross told me last time, so for some of us who are not really used to this input, so there are some certain things I'll show us today. So you can just familiarize yourself with what those notes are, each lines, and all that, what it means. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much technicalities. I'm not an expert, but just the basics, so we can have an idea. And when we sing, when you look at it, you know what to do. Okay? So it makes the shape notes makes learning music easier, and it's something like I said originated back then in around 15th, 18th century. Um, so most of our inputs have the shape notes. The older ones have the round notes, which is more of the organ kind of thing. But for singing purpose, using our voices as humans, we learn shape notes, we sing with shape notes. And then that introduced us to what we call the sulfur notes, or something you can call the octave. To make this more practical, I would want all of us to just do some exercise this morning. Alright? Do. You can't hear me? Oh, I thought I've got a loud voice. Okay, maybe we should buy all this. Okay. Do. I want to hear everyone sing it. Do. Louder. Mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So now you see that we went from do to do. So that's an octave. So you can go higher. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re. Like you can keep going like that on the bass, depending on how your voice could take it. Uh, so, but as humans, we have our limitations where we can go. Like instruments, go higher and all that. And some people can go lower. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. Like some people can go lower. So that's why we have all these bass parts and soprano, alto. So you gotta choose where you stand in the octave and where it's much more comfortable with your voice when singing to God, okay? And like I said earlier, the goal is for us to blend our voices together to praise God, okay? And it has to be melodious and harmonious, not disorganized, all right? And that's why we are. So this is just a little bit of an exercise. Good that we can all train our voices. So so yeah, get familiar with the octave, practice it, and when you're singing, we're going to be applying a combination of all these syllables: do, re, mi, fa, re, sol, re, do, ti, something like that. We combine all these syllables to form music, to make melody, and that's what we do in our hymns and songs to God. All right. Oh, why is it like that? It's. Oh, really? Did you download it before? Okay. Yeah, I just want to be quickly, maybe in the next 10, 20 minutes, finish with the whole slide. Just give us the basics. Then before we, do the practice with the hymn book. Okay, looks, yeah, better now. Thank you. So, now turn to your hymn book. Open it. You can turn to any page on your hymn book. So you'll see some sort of lines. It has four spaces and 5 lines, and one has something like this. Let me just go to the next one. Yeah, you'll notice you have something like this. So there's a treble clef, the one up, the upper one, and the bass clef, which is the lower part of the songbook we sing. And also, you'll see the grand staff. It's a combination of the two staffs of the treble clef and the bass clef. And what else? The key signature, which is the ash or the flat. The time signature is at 3/4, 4/4. That is also important, especially for song leaders and the timing of the song. So when we are following the timing, when we say le, ni, le, so the timing tells us when the other parts should come in and when you're supposed to continue. We're going to look at a song, which last week some people were singing way too fast. Some were like singing the timing was off and it was disorganizing the worship, I would say. So that is the goal. We need to sing all in harmony, like I said, together. So we should familiarize ourselves with these design that we have in our hymn book. It's just a basic musical notation we should know. Basic, it's not like the details. So the time 4/4 is something all those time signatures, we can go into that some other Sundays later in details. But for now, let's familiarize with that. So if you are a treble singer, if you look at your hymn book, you're going to be singing the top staff. Okay? The lower staff, the bass clef, where you see that stuff over there, that notation sign, belongs to the bass. But most people don't sing bass here, except few brothers I know, and tenor. But most of us sing treble or soprano. So we will sing the top staff, and then in the top staff, you're gonna see two shape notes. So you sing the top shape note only. And when there's no top note, you're gonna sing just that. Okay? So like that, you can see that, do, re, mi, fa, sol. So you're gonna sing just the top part where the treble clef is. All right? And then the lower part belongs to the alto. Like I said, we're gonna get there. This is just introducing us to everything we might need to know with our singing as a church. Okay? And this is what the early churches also did. They taught one another to understand basic singing so the whole church can sing melodiously to God's glory. Right. And if you notice, there's some signs in there. The C, what is that called? C1. Brother Aaron, you can help me out here. The C is like the bass. Your do, that's where you start with. So you can go do, re, mi. So when you go higher in each line, when the higher you go, does it have a laser? Okay, perfect. So the C, C1, if I'm correct, it's like the bass. So you can go higher in each octave, in each line, space and line. So it tells you do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, like that. Then you can go do, ti, la, sol, fa. Like you can go within all those octaves, go back and forth that way. But always, the goal is always get your bass note in every song. Do, do, depending on the song. If the song has some high, there could be some higher notes that you might want to start really low in a particular song. So do, 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 like that. You have to look for that, sweet spot, the do. So, any questions at this point? If I'm moving too fast, or I'm sure many of us know this. Some of us already. It's just like a revision. Like I said, it's gonna be basic, the basics only. Now, another thing we also need to know is the time signature and the rhythm. Okay. So in our hymn books, we have this notation. This is a saw, but it could be do or re with just plain, with no line or any bar on top or whatever on top. This is called a four beats. So when you see this in a song, when you're singing, you need to make sure you observe it fully, the 4 beats. If you don't, you'll miss the rhythm of that song. If you don't observe fully the beats or the timing of signature of a song, then it makes us all sing. People don't know. But like I said, we'll practice and we'll get there. But this is just to give us an idea of what things we usually see in our hymn books. So you also see something like this. It's a half. So when you're saying so, that's for four beats, half beat. So, like 2 beats. Quarter is 1. So, 8, half. So, and then 16. So, like something like that. You get the idea. But when we sing, it will make more sense. But the idea is in your head when you're singing, there's a timing. Like, there is a God, He is alive, in Him we live, and we. You see, that's the timing. You're following that, and you're also waiting for the other parts to come in. But when you sing, there is a God, He is alive, in Him we live, like you can't, we don't sing like that. It causes this, it's, yeah, it's not a proper way of singing. So we need to follow the timing. So that's the importance of all this. So, like I said, we won't go into details. Maybe at some point, but not necessarily now. You can always do that personally. Practice. The more you practice, the more you get better at it. So we see all these 4/4. So most of the song leaders, you see them. The top one, 4/4 means 4/4, like 4 times 1/4. So 1/4 is more of. So when you see 1/4, which is something like this, I think, yeah, this. So if a song is 4/4, so a 16th note, the crochet or whatever, it's one beat. It carries one beat in that song. So when you say this, you take it as a beat in a particular song, which is why we don't sing it too fast. Like, no, but this is a time signature. Then this one says how many beats. So in a staff, in a bar, so if you look at the hymn book, there's a bar. Okay, I didn't put that here. So if you look at the start from a hymn book to the next bar, there's a line in between. You will see a line. Any songs you pick at all, so you will see a line that divides. So that line is like a bar. So what it means is, if you see a 4/4, so you must have these 4 beats in a bar. So that's how it works. Like I said, I won't go details into it. So the common ones we have are 3/4, 4/4, 3/4 that we have in our hymn books. And then for 4/4 song leaders, we feel like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3/4, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right on. Am I correct? All right. So this is majorly for song leaders. We can all, as brothers and sisters, also go along with the pitch or the key of a song. When a song leader leads, we follow that key. So usually we can use the pitch pipe, or there's an app on your phone. You can. So when the song starts with me, you think of me do, me do. So make sure you find the bass, the do. That's the C, the major. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. The position. So that will help you. And sometimes, the key of a song could be really high for the church. And as a song leader, I personally noticed that some songs, if I use the pitch pipe or it's too high, even for some song leaders, it's always a good practice, which is why to practice beforehand. When you practice as a song leader, you get, familiar, you know the church, you know how everyone sings. So you can make sure that you come into the right spot so that people can, go higher or lower. Okay? So you look for that sweet spot for the church to sing. So we don't strain too high or too low when we sing. Okay? So this is mostly for the song leaders, I would say. And then in a few weeks, so this is the harmony SATB parts. Soprano is the highest part. Alto, a lower female voice in alto. And tenor is a bit lower as well. And then bass is the lowest. So these all come together in our hymn books to form the harmony and the melody when we hear the different parts sing in a cappella. This was introduced later. In the early church, it was just mostly monophony, but then later it was more of polyphony and all the musical. When people begin to study music, everything begin to get. And that's just a result. Not everybody can sing really high. Not everybody is as talented as David, who has. So there are some people who really have lower voice, so they can't go. Oh, although we are all singing to God, but at the same time, we need to, use the voice that God gave us to glorify Him as well. So which is why you have to sing your part and then come in harmony with everyone. Anyways, like I said, in coming weeks, we'll begin to look into this gradually from our songbooks. And finally, for today, the take home is identifying those shapes. I'm pretty sure many of us know the shapes already. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Know them in your hymn books. Check the beat pattern. Understand the timing when you sing. Don't go ahead of the group or the church or the song leader. Then sing your part if you can. If you want to start singing alto. I know Sister Eileen and some brothers sing bass. I think Brother Henry also sing bass part as well. So sing it if you can. Blend with other voices. Brother Ron also sings tenor. And then maintain the rhythm, the precision. That's pretty important. Okay, because worship has to be done in. I'm looking for that passage. Is it Corinthians? It says worship has to be done in. Help me out. Do everything in order and in order, right? Decency and in order. I mean, in the early church, some of them were like, "Oh, I have the gift of speaking in tongues," and the whole thing was all messy. Like, oh, somebody starts speaking in tongues, and everything was disorder. But Paul says, no, everything has to be done with decency and in order. So when we sing to God, we have to do that in order as well. Okay. So a few months, we'll try the shape, the notes, 4-part shape notes in together. I'm pretty sure when we start doing that, a lot of us will be confident. And we will be singing more of non-hymn songs. There are some songs where Tristan also wants to teach. He'll be teaching some few songs that are not hymnals. And maybe I would need Sister Donna's help or people's help. There are some songs he has compiled in this folder for us, so we can also learn from those. It doesn't have to be hymns, but the shape notes, the hymns, will also always help us, give us an idea of the timing of, even if the song doesn't have tenor or alto, you can sing it with it. Because it's already inside of you, you can come in, you follow the rhythm of that song. And yeah, you can go home, practice at home, take some hymn books or go online. That will help you develop faster. All right, any questions so we can sing? Oh, Sister Jean, question. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you mean right now? In worship. Oh, okay. No, yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely. Um, Absolutely. Sorry, just to answer that, yeah, I'll let you talk. Yeah, I think Brother Tristan and a few brothers, Brother Ross, they've compiled certain songs for song leaders to lead. We can't, usually because I came from a different country, and there are some songs we use the sacred selections that I know that I sing, and I have no idea if the church knows it. So when I send him those songs, hopefully Sister Donna looks at them, and they're like, oh,
Usually what happens is I'll get the list of songs that'll be something that's heavy or Birdie or something
yeah,
goes with other congregations.
yeah,
And so I'll say, Donna, do we know this one? And she'll go, yes. Or she'll go, no, we don't know it. Then I message her back. Sometimes the song's so in that she knows, but maybe the congregation doesn't know well. So we actually have a master list of
yes.
songs that the church knows. And as we learn a new song, we add it to that list. And so the song leaders are actually supposed to check it before they send it to me. Sometimes the song.
We try the best we can.
Yes.
There is definitely
I think Brother Tristan and Brother Ross did a good job compiling, and most song leaders are aware of this. So that problem happened way before. Yeah, you're right, but not anymore. If you notice, if you
One other thing, one of the problems is the church knows the song, but we don't know it well enough.
exactly, yeah,
And we don't know all of the parts and harmonies. And so what will happen is that
We'll get there. That's why, like, if you have any songs, anybody, just write note them or text it to me or give it to Brother Ross. We can treat them together. Like this song, 903. Everybody open to that. This we're gonna look at next. Brother Tristan, you wanna say something? Oh, yes. Okay, thank you, sir. All right. So everybody, please, 903. So this was a song that was sung last week. I think Brother Percy was leading, and then he sang it correctly, but people didn't follow his timing, and some were too fast.
I think it's a big mistake we made because we're not following
He
the
sung,
song.
yes, yeah, exactly.
You know, and if we look at you and the words, I found that even this past weekend.
Yeah, correct. Okay, okay, that's correct. And anyways, the goal is to make sure all of us are song leaders, right? Whether male or female. Yes, we are all leaders in the church. I mean, not official leaders that God ordained, like deacons and elders, but like we lead in one way or the other. So the goal is to make us, know it, so that when we sing it, it will be like minimal effort on the song leader. So we know this song, so we'll just sing it normally right now, then we can point out where the issue is, okay? All right, still 4/4. I'll just do my hands like this, okay? Like I said, I'm not a music expert, I'm also learning, so just follow. Would you be free from the burden of sin that's pouring the blood, pouring the blood? Would you, O evil, a victory win? That's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. That was good. Okay. So if you look at the song, especially the chorus, where he says, "There is power, wonder-working power in the blood." So you have to like prolong that, and it has a dot. So that's something I didn't put there. That's what they call a compound signature, not a simple signature. So the dot also carries more. You prolong it more, okay? But like I said, we won't go into the details for now. So just so we know, if you are a treble singer for this song, there is power, wonder-working power in the blood of the... So make sure you observe the full beat, okay? If you don't, and you just say, there is wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. Like, if you just rush it, you disrupt the flow of that song. And the other part, like the tenor or bass, that makes the song more melodious, that want to come in, they get confused. I'm like, okay, how do I get in? So that's what we are trying to correct. Brother Andre, please. No problem. No problem. No. You're correct. So, like I said earlier, I'm not an expert as well. So, if you want to be accurate, then maybe I shouldn't be here. So, the goal is to at least make us understand the basics, so that when we pick up the songs, we sing melodiously. I mean, even in all this, like South Africa or whatever, where they sing a cappella songs, like culturally, I mean, Tristan, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I know South Africans sing a cappella really good, right? It's like a cultural thing. They don't really teach shape notes, do they? Yeah, they don't do that. But it's something that they learn the song. It's a cultural thing. Like, it's based on intuition or maybe God-given gift to them. But some of us are not from that background, right? Like, some people are from a background where I don't think music is something, they even do some different style of thing. So, but how do we make everyone at least come up to speed, like sing together, you know? So the goal is not for us to be accurate or go into technicalities, no. If it's that one, I don't know even much about music. But, okay, you want to say something? All right, go ahead. Yep. Yeah, like just praise God, but in an orderly way, at least knowing, understand. Like we are teaching one another in these songs, and we're singing melodiously to God. Okay, we have to do that as well. So it's not much technicalities. All right, like singing from your heart, praising God. That's the goal. Okay. All right.
Say too, I think we need to listen to the words and hear those words.
Yes.
But sometimes when we're singing, if it's kind of off, it kind of
No, you
makes
won't
you
get the word
confused, and then
exactly.
you forget what you're actually
Exactly.
hearing and singing the words. So there's a good balance.
Exactly.
Our most important thing
That's
those words are important to praise God.
Yeah. Like when we were learning, Hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Like the song we learned last week, what's the title again? Living Hope. You know, like that is a powerful song. And then everyone sang together, and we understand what the lyrics is all about: Christ's death, resurrection, and power over death. So that's the kind of spirit we want. Like we sing it together.
It's neat too now. You can go on YouTube and get all that. And
Exactly.
hear it, and that's kind of fun too because then you can learn that way too.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it makes it more exciting too when you focus on the words and the meaning.
Yeah, like I said, if you want more, like want to learn more, that's on a personal basis. But whenever we're together, our goal is just to make sure we sing those songs correctly as a church. Okay. Any other question? All right. So let's finish this song, then we'll go to another one. The second stanza. Would you be free from your passion and pride? Yes, pouring the blood, pouring the blood. Come for a cleansing to Calvary's stride. This wonderful pouring the blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. You see, the last note was a 4-beat, so you need to observe that. In the precious blood of the Lamb. Whoa, then you continue, right? You rest and then you continue. So if you don't observe it, you just like, of the Lamb, and then you just like start, then we are not going to start in harmony. Some people will start earlier, some will start later. So that's why the timing is important. Yes, sir. So 4 beats is, so you see the song, will you be free? You see, from the I'm counting those beats right there. Will you be free from the burden of sin? The sparring. That's 1 beat. I'm moving. Sparring. You can use your hand. You can. Different. Yes, one beat. Yeah. So 4/4 means a crochet. 1/4. Where is that? Oh, sorry. can you take that off? Okay, sorry. The time signature is something we will look into at some point. But yeah, so 4/4. That means the crochet, the one with the, what is it called? That line. Yeah, this one. 1/4, right? Carries 1 beat. Yes. A beat is more like so it's not really seconds. I don't know how I can describe it. Like you can say 1, 2, the timing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like something like that. That's- So they change depending on the timing of the song, the 4/4. So if it's 3/4, it could change. If it's another 1/2, something like that, they all change. Like, not sure if you understand that. But okay, it's something we'll go through. Anyways, so at this level, know that. Okay, sing the song. Let me give you an instance. Sing the song. Start. Will you be free from the burden? That's what I heard. Okay, continue.
There's power in the blood.
Okay.
Power in the blood. But you are evil, a victory win. There's wonderful power in the blood.
You see, you're following the beats. So, but intuitively, like you're not even knowing you're following it. So, like you're not saying, "Would you be free from the body?" Not saying, "There's power in the blood." Or like you're not singing it. You're not like going off or timing. Yes, you're going with the timing. Okay.
These symbols have different distances, and it seems to me like each word lines up or corresponds
Yep.
with
Those shapes. Yeah. Yeah. That's correct. So, would you be free? Would you be free? You see, would that's more of a one beat. Then you be is like half each. Is it one? Sorry, who's talking? Okay, I just want to get if I'm saying the right thing. So, would you be free from your burden of sin? So those ones with like, I don't know what they call it. Someone help me out. The tail in here. So those the half. So it says, will you be free from your burden of sin? You see, sin, we prolonged it because it has a compound signature, so the dot. So with that dotting, it's going to be multiplied by something that I have to read about before.
when these notes are closer together, does that mean it's a fraction of a beat?
What do you mean closer? What do you mean closer? Like when they have those tail?
Like if you look at as the first part and you get to B and 3, the
Yep.
distance between those two notes is smaller or lesser than the previous.
No, it's not about distance. It's about the tail. This thing right here. There's a bar. Instead of them putting a tail, they just put those things. Yeah, don't worry. You'll get it if you just watch some YouTube videos or something. It's pretty intuitive, easy to learn. Somebody was raising up their hand somewhere. Any addition?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but may not just mention that's the main hits. They'll suck into
Yes. Yeah.
the main mention that suck into
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And then you see that the second two notes, like sa 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 sa. So that sa sa, it has that connection. So that connection is this right here, just one tail. All right. It makes this one half. So we started with this one with sa, then the next one was sa sa. So this makes it sa 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 instead of sa one beat. So that's why we said sa 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 la 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 sa do ti re di re do mi re mi sa 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 la 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 sa do ti 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 re do ti do do sa do mi re do ti re do do la so ti do re mi so do mi sol, ti, do, re, fa, mi, re, do. Now, look at the last two notes. Ti, do, re, fa, mi, re, do. So, re. The second re is this one. Did you see that?
Can you sing the whole note?
Which one?
Because
This one?
like the ones underneath it. It seems like the whole
Yeah.
is I'm going to define it as one. And then the note that's underneath that is going to be half of one.
Yeah.
So these are fractions.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're all fractions of each other.
So what's the whole sound like?
So the whole is the last note. Did you see the last note in your hymn book? Do. Did you see that? Oh. Oh, did you have an hymn book? So you see, so now I'm starting with saw, like saw is one beat. That whole that saw. So it's starting saw. Follow me as I'm singing the shape notes now, everyone. So we're applying the do re mi fa sol fa notation, and then this is how the song goes. Sa la so do ti re di re do mi re mi so la so do ti re do ti do so do mi re do la so ti do re mi so do mi re do la so ti do re fa mi re do. So that whole note takes 4 of this guy. You see, this is 1. So this is like 4 of this guy. Okay? Ti do re fa mi re do. Now you start again. So. That's how the beat goes. All right, time. All right, next song. Anyone with songs today? Let's all sing together. Any songs you want us to sing? So we've introduced. So what we did is just the title for today is just introducing the shape notes and the basics. All right. Like I said, there's more to it. I'm not an expert, but personally, we can all study and understand this. So our time is like literally up. So let's sing a song, another song today, and then we can call it a day. Well, call it a morning. Number 18. All right. Okay, this was the one we sang last week. Faithful love flowing down. All right, are we there? Are we ready? Faithful love flowing down. Okay, let's sing a song we're familiar with. Looks like we forgot this one. Are we together?
You just let it wrong, that's all.
Oh, okay. Can you lead it? Okay, please. Love flowing down makes me whole, says my soul. Washes whiter than snow. That's low. Okay, let's start over. Faithful love flowing down from the thorns-covered crown makes me whole, saves my soul, washes whiter than snow. Faithful love calms each fear, reaches down, dries each tear, holds my hand when I can't stand on my own. Faithful love from
came to earth to show the Father's love, and I'll never be the same, for I've seen faithful love face to face, and Jesus is his name. Faithful love is a friend just when hope seems to end. Welcome, sweet embrace, tender touch filled with grace. Faithful love, endless power, living flame, spirit's fire, burning bright in the night, guiding my way. Faithful love from above came to earth to show the Father's love, and I'll never be the same, for I've seen faithful love face to face, and Jesus is his name. Thank you, Sister Donna. I wasn't familiar with this song anyway, so that was why I couldn't lead that part very well. Thanks everyone for your cooperation. Again, we're all building one another up in songs, so please keep this at the back of your mind. So next month, we'll learn new maybe songs, choruses, and then more hymn songs that we're gonna perfect.